Alright, so on to wisdom from the Rebbe for today. So in this week's parsha, we speak about the forefathers who established the three prayers of Shacharis, Mincha, and Maariv, which is generally the idea of Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Now, seemingly it's not understood. Some places refer to the order being Shacharis, Mincha, and then Maariv, like we have Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. Now, first is Shacharis, and only then Mincha, Maariv. But there are other places where it sounds like the other way around. Now, the order is Maariv and only then Shacharis and Mincha. Like we find the Gemara, which says about making up a previous prayer which was missed, that it says for sure you can make up Shacharis and Mincha. Question is, can you make up Mincha and go and pray it by Maariv when it's already the next day? So the explanation is that it depends what we're talking about, as there's two aspects in davening. There's, in general, rule is when do we follow night and when do we follow day first. It depends if it's talking about creation of the world or about korbanos. When it comes to creation of the world, it says that God created night and then He created day. So anything associated with the world has night before day. But then there's the idea of korbanos. In korbanos, the fats that were used out throughout the day were burnt at night. So the night follows the day. And these are the two aspects of davening. On one hand, prayer is the idea that you're connecting yourself to God and asking Him to give you whatever you need. Asking for your physical needs. That's like the creation of the world. In which case, it's your physical desires, the physical world, which you're asking God to give you. Therefore, in that aspect, the night follows the day follows the night. As first is the night, and only then the day when it comes to creation. But then there's a second aspect, which is the idea of connecting to God. The idea of prayer, Chassidim would sit for hours connecting to God, being refined, and that's the idea of kadshin, something holy like korbanos, where you're bringing yourself up to God. And in that aspect, the night follows the day. And this is also the idea of the soul. As the general idea of the soul is the fact that it starts off with day, it starts off with light. And therefore, when it comes to soul aspects, the day comes first. You're bringing out godliness, that's day first and then night. As opposed to an idea of the world, meaning you're refining the world and working in the world's aspect. First it starts off dark, first it starts off as night. But then you come to refine the world and you bring in the light, you bring in the daytime. So it starts off with the night and only then comes to the day. When you finally finish refining all the darkness, you finish refining the world, then we'll be able to reveal the revelation of light which is going to follow afterwards. L'chaim, l'chaim.